Hold on, wait a minute. All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Appreciate everybody for just sharing the video, supporting the channel. Remember, that's the best way to help the channel out is share the video. Keep sharing it. I'm gonna keep putting it down the best way I know how to put it down. All right, we're gonna talk about final thoughts. Tony Harrison, Jermall Charlo 2. Ain't pretty much nothing else to talk about on the card. FN Jailboy. I think he might be the co-main event, but I mean he looked bad last time out. So I do want to see what improvements him and Ronnie Shields make. Ronnie Shields and Jermall made some good improvements going in from the Adams fight into the Hogan fight. I was impressed with him. So let's see what Ronnie could do with him. We're gonna talk about Errol Spence has returned to the public. He posted a video on Snapchat and he has an interview on Fox coming up, and gonna talk about if he back. Why not go ahead and roll right into a Terence Crawford fight? All right, boxing 2020 forecast. It was looking like it was supposed to be a great fight, a great year, and now it's turning out to be pretty much another pedestrian year for boxing so far. So, yeah, both guys look good at the weigh-in. I believe Harrison came in at 53, 153, 1/4. I think it was a quarter. Yeah. And Charlo came in around the same thing, but he was like 0.2 ounces more. So 153.4 to 153.2. So they virtually weighed the same thing. All right. Charlo is listed as a favorite. He 3-1 to beat Harrison. At the end of the day, people are gonna believe what they want to believe. Last time out, Harrison was 8-1 underdog. Charlo, so those odds a little bit more closer. And talk about the fight, man. And at the end of the day, it's been a lot of talk. It's been Harrison getting in Charlo head. It's been Charlo trying to match everything that Harrison has did to build the fight. And I do believe that Harrison has paved the way for him to be a personality for Premier Boxing Champions. Remember, Al Haymon is a Midwestern. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather's from the Midwest. Grand Rapids, Adrian Broner, Cincinnati, Sean, Cleveland, Easter, Toledo, Detroit, basically right next to each other, not too far. And Harrison may have branded himself to be a new Premier Boxing Champions star. So a lot of people talk about this fight. They talk about the robbery. I'm going to speak on that in a minute. But physically, both guys look pretty good. Charlo always look in good shape. It's been a lot of speculations around Charlo's and Errol Spence about how they get in that good shape. And what doesn't help is that now VADA is no longer listing Premier Boxing Champions fighters as testing. So you can't find a Premier Boxing Champions fighter on the VADA site. I'll be looking for him, not for this fight in particular. You don't find them getting listed on Twitter no more. So you really don't know if, PBC being tested. At the end of the day, they could pay the WBC off and say we're being tested to the public, because the WBC, it has no legal obligations or jurisdictions because they're not stationed in the United States. So, when you have any, when you outside the United States jurisdiction, you usually don't really get held to legal obligations that the IBF may be held to, or some of these commissions are held to by being stationed here. So at the end of the day, we gotta take their word. They both clean athletes. I don't see nobody complaining about testing, but that's been out there about a few fighters, and some of those speculations come from rival fighters and rival camps that I think may be a little bit jealous of the Texas movement in boxing. But at the same time, like I said, both look in shape. Charlo looked good. Harrison looked good. I'm pretty sure nobody had any bruises or abrasions on their face. No lumps. So seemed like sparring went pretty good. Let's not forget Tony Harrison has been out almost 12 months exactly to tomorrow. It'll be actually 364 days till tomorrow, whatever, 63 depending on leap year. Actually December 22nd, Sunday, will actually be the anniversary of the first fight. So obviously Charlo got a camp in, and he actually fought Jorge Cota which is basically glorified sparring. He said that he back, he better than ever. He gonna knock out Charlo. Charlo gonna knock out Harrison. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got fanboys and you got real boxing fans, and only fanboys sit here and call a close fight a robbery. A close fight is not a robbery. When you got as many swing rounds, and a lot of people just push a narrative because they like a fighter. And that's the problem that we got, we had with the old media, LA 12, Samuel Salute. That's the problem we had with the old media. The old media, they had their bias towards, Mayonnaise Nation, where they had their biasness towards some Mexican fighters. They had biasness towards every fighter except for usually the black fighter, the Cuban fighters, and, fighters that come from the continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And even some Asian fighters got the shit end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? That I thought was pretty much good. Texas T Salute. I thought, got overlooked sometime. So then again, they create this new media thing where, all right, now we're gonna be biased towards the fighters that we want to be biased towards. If I'm a Mexican, channel or a Mexican outlet, I'm gonna just, put propaganda about them. I'm a block outlet. I'm gonna creating a narrative, or I'm controlling the narrative, but really what I'm doing is creating a false narrative. So at the end of the day, you gotta know where you stand at. So, like I said about technology, you know what I'm saying? Technology can create another avenue, or it can take away one. And with email, it was supposed to kind of take out the mailman, but it really didn't. It made it make the mailman job a little easier, but it didn't. But it was designed to take out the mailman. But some people still want to get mail, right? But the new media just created an adversary. They created competition, and now so happened the competition is winning because people want to vlog more, see vlogs more than reading. Somebody say in the comment section, CJ, you say articles and new print media is going out of style, but some of your videos come from articles. Yeah, because I don't mind fucking reading. That's how I get to jump on everybody else. I don't mind reading multiple articles. I don't drink. I don't get high. You know what I'm saying? So, I optimize and maximize my time. So I don't mind reading the articles. Dream Chaser Salute. I don't mind reading the articles. I don't mind, reading it 2 or 3 times for me to kind of grasp exactly what's happening. So I'll give you the right information. So that it is what it is. But, people just create their own adversaries. And eventually the new media going to create somebody else adversary. And they already have. You got guys saying LDBC. You got guys saying whatever else they claiming, or YTBC, and you got guys creating their own little groups and organizations to go against each other and creating mass chaos and mass confusion. But at the end of the day, everybody got their alternate agendas. Everybody got their own agendas. Everybody want to push a certain fighter. Everybody, and what hurts the most is dudes don't want to admit that they was wrong. And basically, Charlo getting a following because he getting the benefit of the doubt because he a fighter from Texas. Fred CB Topics. He's a fighter from Texas. And people know him. And before the first fight, it was Harrison a bum. I could pull up the receipts. I can go to one of my Tony Harrison and Charlo streams or videos, and I just looked at it the other day. And what that people were saying, oh, this is a terrible fight. It's a bad look for Charlo. Harrison is a bum. You can go on and on. You can go on and on what people said about that man. He not that good. He a bum. Motherfuckers be picking fighters because they like them. That's what it boiled down to. The people pick these dudes on YouTube, man, and the writers pick guys because they like them, or because Oscar give you a couple $2 to say, or Oscar gave me money to put my kids through college, or Eddie Hearn. I'm not saying this happened, or these dudes, he from my neighborhood, and or what, I like him because he black and he white. Man, when you talking about prediction, it's no favoritism. It's a formula, like the DOC. It's a formula. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, whew, you know what? I like Andre Ward, but I think Kovalev going to get him. I'm pulling for Andre Ward, though. So, it's a formula. So, everybody, it was a robbery the first time, but it wasn't even supposed to be to a point where it was a robbery. It wasn't no Pernell Whitaker and Chavez. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of the most atrocious robberies. It wasn't even a robbery. It was a close fight. It was a close fight. But, you know, people going to push a narrative that they want to push. But this is a guy that had a styrofoam chin. He a bum. He been stopped twice. Right? Who the fuck is Tony Harrison? He garbage. He got stopped by Woody Nelson. He got stopped by Jerry Hurd. Oh, man. Charlo going to blow him out in a couple rounds. What happened? What happened? What happened? It was competitive. It wasn't even supposed to be competitive. So if a bum is competitive with the A-side fighter who is co-promoting the fight, what are we supposed to believe? What are we supposed to believe? So if it's close, why not give it to him? Why not give it to Jermall Charlo? I mean, to Tony Harrison if it's close. He the bum. He wasn't even supposed to be here. Oh, it's the 6th round. He's still here. Oh, it's the 11th round. He's still here. It's the 12th round. He still ain't touched the canvas. Come on. Keep it real. At the end of the day, people just they favor them dudes because they the A side. But who you look at Charlo's resume, who the fuck has he beaten? Who? Erickson Lubin hasn't proved nothing. Charles Hadley, what did he prove? Austin Trout, everybody had a piece of Austin Trout. He like the neighborhood thought. Everybody then banged Austin Trout. You know what I'm saying? Who did Jermall Charlo beat? Charles Moyaki? He was losing every round of John Jackson to the knockout damn near. He really lost to Vanes Monterrosi. He would have lost to Demetrius Andrade had he not pulled out. He beat Gabriel Rosado convincingly. Who has Jermall Charlo went in there and dominated, bro? Who? A Premi and Erickson Lubin? Charles Hadley, who wasn't active? Who has he went out there and dominated to make him seem like he the star? He's just another PBC fighter that's being overpaid, that he getting it, but he think it mean that because he getting paid a lot of money, he real. Ricky in the super chat, appreciate it, bro. Harrison the bum. Harrison the bum. Why are we talking about the bum? The bum fought Jerry Hurd. Jerry Hurd better than anybody on Jermall Charlo's resume. You know what I'm saying? He the bum. Why are we talking about the bum? This dude, Jermall Charlo, has been in this weight class for a long time and been with Golden Boy and been with Al for a while. Who has he fought? Where do you get this reputation from, bro? Where do you get the reputation from? Every slick fighter he fight, he don't knock out. Austin Trout did knock him out. Tony Harrison did knock him out. Dr. Blick, salute. Come on in, man. Where did he get this reputation from? And if he knock out Tony Harrison, he did what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to knock the bum out before this. So don't give him credit and say, oh, he pound for pound because he knocked out a bum. Don't give him credit. Tony Harrison, that same bum, December 22nd, 2018, as he was the same bum going into the December 21st, 2019. Keep that same energy. Don't come here and say, oh, Charlo, he deserved to be praised. For what? Who he beat? See, you can't rip a fighter and then build him back up after the fight. Oh, easy road, Sean Porter. Sean Porter ain't that good. He gonna knock Sean Porter out in 5 rounds, Errol Spence. Then Sean Porter almost beat him. And then now, well, Sean Porter, you know, he get blood problems. Sean Porter one of the best welterweights out there. Sean Porter, lucky weight champion of the world. Sean Porter. Come on, man. It's a thin line. It ain't even a thin line. It's a thick line between dick riding and respect. I'm gonna say it again. It's a thick line between dick riding and respect. Hey man, I respect Sean Porter, man. When he went out there and did versus Errol Spence, I didn't think he had it in the respect. Sean Porter beat anybody. I mean, who Terence Crawford beat? He needs to fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter this. I love Sean Porter. But just a week ago, Sean Porter was the bum of the world. Sean Porter was the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Don't sit here and try to co-sign Tony Harrison. Even if Charlo do win, don't try to co-sign Tony Harrison and say, oh, he was a great win for Jermall Charlo. No, this the same bum. Bushido salute. I just got the Bushido child. This the same bum. December 22nd, 2018, and tomorrow, December 21st, 2019. Don't sit here and try to co-sign him. Oh, he beat Tony Harrison. I'm telling you, dog. The dudes on YouTube is so fake. So fake, bro. So fake. Yeah, K. Diddy was the scum of the earth. Now K. Diddy, Mr. Kenny Porter. Oh, we love Kenny Porter. Like, look here, man. If I have an actual disdain for you or dislike for you or I don't like you, I never co-sign. I respect you. I respect you. I respect what you done. Oh, he used Fred. You know, he used beauty shop conversation. We don't mess with K. Diddy. Okay. You know, so you gotta come on, man. They don't create the narrative, they change the narrative. I mean, excuse me, they don't control the narrative, they create and change the narrative. They just how can I say it? They just the black version of Dan Rayfield and like Coppinger and guys like that. Dudes is fake. Wood, salute. Y'all can subscribe to Wood, man. Let's get Wood to a band. And then when Wood get to the band, Wood can delete all them other videos he got and just start cutting real videos now so they don't take his channel. Now that you pulled him in, you could just use the audio, Wood. Yeah. Hey, email me, bro. My email in the description. I can help you out, bro. Because you getting to that point where you can turn the corner and you can start monetizing and making some money. But like I said, the narrative gonna change. You know, tomorrow you're looking at a good fight. You're looking at a rangy fighter. You're looking at Jermall Charlo. You're looking at Jermall Charlo. Both can make some adjustments. But Jermall Charlo been fighting the same way since he got with Derrick James. Can't forget the guy's name he fought. Graylin Salute. I can't remember the guy he fought, but then he fought John Jackson and Hatley and Lubin, and he ain't looked the same. You go back and watch Jermall Charlo versus Gabriel Rosado and tell me that's not that you'll think that's two different guys. But it's one thing he said too at the press conference that kind of caught my eye. Okay, he said that he was the knockout artist Charlo. Anybody catch that? Anybody catch that? Marcus Echo, salute. Wyoming and Puritan. Yeah, I used to run the streets over there. I had a little girl I used to talk. Well, no little girl. It was a grown woman, but it was a girl I used to talk to when I was a teenager over there. Yeah, I stayed on Finkel and Sorrento. Yep, 1500 block. 1500 block. Over there by Akbar, Bethune. I think that was the name of school. Adam Bustle, Little Caesars. Good old days. But yeah, did anybody catch that with Charlo? He said, "I'm the knockout Charlo. I'm the knockout artist Charlo." Hold on, real quick. I gotta charge my Ooh, nigga, you better move your leg. This nigga Miles about to get shoved up under the fucking couch. Hold on. I gotta charge this pet back. Give me a minute. Charge your pet back, brother. There we go. It's charged. All right, my bad. I had to charge this pet back. Because if I need to use it to vacuum his fucking car out, then it died. Then I gotta use my cheap car back. But yeah, he said I'm the knockout Charlo. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. Go watch the after the weigh-in with old girl interview. He said, I'm the knockout artist. I'm the KO artist Charlo. See, What's the problem with this? I'm gonna tell you the problem with Jermall Charlo, bro. With Jermall Charlo tries so hard to compete with his brother. That's the problem. Charlo want to be a puncher. He want to be a not. He want to be something that he not, and he not a puncher, bro. Yeah, he knocked out Lubin. I mean, come on, that he was a baby. He had Similac behind his ears. Yeah, he knocked out Charles Hadley. Who was that? He knocked out John Jackson. Andy Lee did it before him. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be a knockout artist so bad. But what's so bad about it is, had he fought Jerry Hurd, that style would have suited him. That would have suited him. Jermall is not comfortable in his own skin. Jermall is not comfortable being who he is. He didn't embrace having a style of longevity. Jermall Charlo is very sensitive to the fact that his brother get more credit than him. He got better movement. He got better footwork than his brother when he get on his toes. But the one thing that bothered him is people identify his brother as the guy that can punch. He want to prove to Jermall Charlo, he want to prove to the world that he can punch and be a knockout like his brother. And at the end of the day, that's not a good sign. When you go looking for the knockout, it don't really never come. Instead of coming in and I don't know, maybe he can be throwing everybody for a loop in boxing and making Tony Harrison coming to him and slip and using his angles like he used to. He want to go out there and get a knockout. But all you got to do is go out there and win. Because this is a 2-for-1. This is a 2-for-1. And what I mean by it's a 2-for-1, since a lot of people believe the first fight was disputable, right? If you win this one, it's like you won 2. So if you win this fight, it's like you won 2 fights. But Jermall and that's not good, man. When you're not comfortable in the attributes that God gave you, when you're not comfortable in your own skin, when you want to sit at a table with killers, but you a bookworm or you a book smart. You know what I'm saying? When you want to sit at the table with the weed smokers, with the marijuana smokers, but at the end of the day, you a professional clean athlete. That ain't you. And it kind of remind you of the dudes that grew up with getting 3 square meals and getting 2 snacks, and they went to the best suburban schools, and they had higher education, but they want to be so hard. They want to be like gangsters so hard. They want to prove a point that, oh, I'm a gangster. I can handle myself in the hood. Anybody that grew up in the inner city, that grew up in the hood, that grew up off free lunch, that grew up, you know what I'm saying, that didn't have the opportunities, that had the basketball rim with no nets, or had the basketball rim that was leaning, or you know what I'm saying, that had to see needles in the streets, or had to see dope fiends in the streets. Anybody that grew up, I mean, at the end of the day, nobody glorifying that. Sean, salute. Nobody glorifying that. And Jermall Charlo Jermall and Jermall trying to be like they so street, they so thug, they some killers. Like nobody really sitting there saying, oh, I got this much money or that much money, or I got the jury and shit like that. I'm so hood, the city of Houston on my back. Like, nigga, if the city on your back, you ain't got to tell me that. I can look into your eyes. I can see your mannerisms. I can look at the way you speak to know if you came from that. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't getting no cool points from me because you grew up in the hood. Oh yeah, you get it from these suburban dudes. Yeah, man, I drove through a Crip neighborhood. Or I rode down 7 Mile on the east side all the way to the west. Why saying that, bro? Oh, I went to the murder Mac and took a picture. Like, come on. Real street motherfuckers don't operate. Charlo some suburban ass, book smart ass dudes, bro. You ain't no gangsters. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Y'all ain't gonna pop nothing pop off. You don't see Tony Harrison say, yeah, man, I grew up on Puritan and we was on Puritan. We always on the block. My cousin had this and I had the 9 on me. I'm so gangster. I shoot a dude in the street. Oh, I seen little Mook get 15 years in jail. Like, come on, bro. You can just look at him and tell what he came from. The Jermall Charlo is not comfortable with being himself. Jermall Charlo is got some soul searching to do. Even if he get past Tony Harrison tomorrow, he not comfortable being himself. He not comfortable being himself. He want to be a power punching. He want to be the face of the city of Houston. He want to be his brother. He want to be a puncher like his brother. He not comfortable. How you a KO artist with like 12 knockouts, bro? How many knockouts this dude got? And what is he angry for, bro? What is you angry for? You know your girl holding out at you at the crib? You tired of you losing the lotion? This dude said he a KO artist 32 and one loss with 16 knockouts. This dude got this dude got a less than 50% ratio. But you a knockout artist. Your ratio is 48.8%. Embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. If you a puncher, if you a boxer puncher, you know, if you a slick fighter, be a slick fighter. If you a power puncher, embrace being a power puncher. His brother got a 73.33% knockout ratio. 73.33% knockout ratio. 30-0, no draws, no losses, 22 knockouts. But you the Charlo, you the KR artist Charlo. Do he believe the stuff that he be saying? Huh? That's why you got with Derrick James to prove that you can knock guys out? Come on, man. You chasing the wrong thing because once you step up in opposition, the knockout's gonna stop. Then what you gonna do? See, only deluded fanboys root for guys like Jermall Charlo at this point. You know what I'm saying? People gonna ignore like they didn't hear him say, I'm the KR artist Charlo. Or people gonna act like he ain't a cornball. Tony come out with the yays on, right? The buffs. He ain't have buffs on, but he had the woods on, yays. Right? Jermall Charlo come out there with the cool Mo D glasses on. Right? Come on, man. He trying to compete. Tony Harrison saying real shit. Oh, you ran for my brother in Mexico, which was false. Because if you watch Ellie Sackback video, I think him and his brother, Tony Harrison, his brother, was cordial. They was talking with each other and shit in Cancun or whatever it was, right? Even his brother can't co-sign on that, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you did this, Tony Harrison, you know this and that and this and that. Like, dude, why are you so angry? Even if you Tony Harrison you rematched in June and you won, you still wasn't getting J-Rock. It don't matter how far. He and like only cornball niggas like that nigga, dog. At one point he was cool and all that, but he's a cornball. He's a mentally fragile dude. And it's unfortunate because he got some talent. But when you don't embrace the skills that the man upstairs gave you, and you want to be and you want to be, you know, this knockout, it is what it is. Man, talk about the fight. It's gonna be a fight of, you know, it's a fight of adjustments on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison, like I said before, I think they got similar adjustments they need to make. I think Tony Harrison needs to throw more of his touching shots and mix them in with his hard shots. I think Jermall Charlo need to come back behind a more smoother, a more quicker jab, not so much a power jab. And I think he need to set his shots up with his power shots up with touching shots. I think both should go to the body a little bit more. But that first fight, it was a high intensity. It was a high intensity fight where it was a lot of good defense. Both had their hands up. Both had a ton of respect for each other. Both had good punching power, respected each other, punching power. But what this fight gonna come down to is the first 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 rounds. How Jermall Charlo come out. Now, if you notice the first fight, Jermall Charlo came out with some heat. Jermall Charlo came out. I mean, he tried to really take Tony Harrison's head off with a left hook right hand. He tried that combination, I think, twice or a few times. He came out with some big shots, and Tony Harrison was able to maneuver. And when Charlo figured that he couldn't really close the distance, and Tony was able to box and move and kind of counter him a few times in the first, then he just kept trying the same combination over. He kept rushing in with a left hook, with a right hand, loading up. He come behind a real hard jab, and he was looking for Tony Harrison got to look out for the left hook, right hand combination, the jab, right hand combination. That's what Charlo throw. Charlo don't have no variety. It ain't no overhand right. It ain't no, he'll throw uppercut here and there, but that's not his money shot. He want to throw the left hook, right hand, the jab, right hand combination, the 1-2. That's what he's looking for. Deshaun Johnson salute. That's what he's looking for. And if Tony Harrison can figure out that he's looking for those particular punches, well, Tony Harrison gonna have to make a decision. Do you want to go out there, stick and move, and do what you did the last time, or do you want to go out there and make a statement? Do you want to go out there and double up your jab more? You want to go out there and shoot your right hand more? You want to go out there and lose your left hook right hand more? Do you want to go out there and whoever make whoever make the critical mistake of leaving themselves open, dropping their hands down, whoever take a chance and capitalize off taking the chance, or take a chance and get caught, it's gonna be about who taking chances. And last time, Jermall Charlo took the majority of the chances, and Tony Harrison made him pay every now and again. But when he took the chances, he wasn't successful. That's what it boiled down. When Charlo took his chances, he wasn't successful enough. And it was hard to beat because Harrison had great defense. Charlo had great defense. So Charlo got to find out, how can I get through the defense and take those chances without getting caught by those big shots. And if he take those chances and Tony catch him up with big shots, Tony Harrison got to follow it up with big shots. Not 1 or 2 shots. On this level, 1 or 2 shots not going to get a guy with Charlo's chin out of there. And 1 or 2 shots for Charlo, it's not going to get a guy like Tony Harrison out there. He got to go 3, 4, 5. Whoever willing to go 3, 4, 5 in the combination, I think is going I think gonna win the fight. I think whoever take a chance, and if the opposite able to capitalize off a chance he make, or if the guy taking the chance make it, I think that's who's gonna win the fight. But whoever throw more punches is gonna win the fight. I know that sounds cliche, but whoever throw 3, 4, 5 punches, man, and really willing to follow up in this fight, I think gonna take a chance. Gonna either win it or lose it off that. Somebody got to make the fight. And last time it was Charlo making the fight. So is Charlo going to continue to make the fight at all costs? Is he going to pressure, keep coming? And if he keep coming, he got to do it the right way. He got to cut the ring off. And then when he get Tony cornered, he got to close the distance the right way. Well, if he going out here with 1 or 2 big shots, Tony Harrison gonna pick it and slip it every time. But if he go with he showed Tony Harrison those 2 quick shots, and then Tony slipped those shots and he out of position. Then he mixed in the hard shots with him. He can get Tony Harrison some trouble. He might even get him out of there. But if he come in behind, Tony Harrison gonna catch slip. You might get him 1 or 2 times, but he gonna be able to slide out the side door. But if Charlo come with he come with the quick and the quick shots to set up the big shots, or a quick shot to set up a big shot, or a big shot, and then come with a couple quick shots, I believe he may wear Tony Harrison down. But that's how you can't come in and rush like a bull with 1 or 2 big shots with a guy that know how to hit and not get hit. You know what I'm saying? So, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, that's what it boiled down to. Is Charlo going to come with the proper aggression? Or will he trick us, get on the back foot, make Tony Harrison an aggressor, and try to outbox Tony Harrison and mix some aggression in there? So don't be surprised if you see Jermall Charlo switching it up, boxing, moving, making Tony the aggressor, and then trying to capitalize off Tony's mistakes coming off the front foot. So Charlo could be throwing us off for a loop too. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out. Then he come out box, slip, showing some of the old things that he do well, making Tony Harrison the aggressor, and if he make Tony come to him and then dragging Tony into a firefight. That's also a game plan that he can do. But for Tony Harrison, another thing, if Charlo gonna rage in with one or two big shots, it's gonna be to a point where you're gonna have to really sit down on shots and mix in those same thing, mix in those touching and those hard shots. But if he gonna come in with one or two big shots, then you gotta mix something else up. You gotta pivot or slide and get him out of position and go. Don't let him reset. When Charlo dip low, you know what I'm saying, and get out of position where he can't be offensive. Once a dude low like that, and he low, and he hurl over like Charlo, dig to the body. Don't even chase the head. Dig to the body. But what Tony Harrison got to do is he got to throw more punches. He got to throw more punches, or he got to sit down on some shots. If he gonna come with the one or two big shots, sit down on them. Sit down on hard shots. When Charlo get out of position, sit down on those shots. Sit down on those shots. If he sit down on those shots, you might have a different outcome. Or if you don't want to sit down on the shots, throw combinations, score, outpoint him. But this time he gotta do more of not getting hit. He gotta do more of not getting hit and hitting. He gotta counter. He gotta make Charlo miss, and he gotta make him pay early. So be an interesting fight. I think whoever make the proper adjustment and take what's given to him, whoever open up and throw more shots, I think that's what it is. But they got a tremendous amount of respect. Everybody said, well, Tony don't seem confident, and neither did Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo wasn't confident in there. Charlo was Charlo just seemed more aggressive because he was on the front foot and Tony was sticking and moving. Charlo wasn't confident because if Charlo was so confident, hey, why you don't put the earmuffs on and walk through Tony Harrison punches and just put him in the corner and give him a beating of his life? Why not do that? Charlo wasn't that confident. Charlo got rocked more times than Tony Harrison did. Harrison got buzzed. Charlo got buzzed. Charlo got rocked. Charlo did the chicken dance a couple times, like legitimately. You can say it's time when Tony Harrison got hit and he did the Iggy shuffle a couple times. Well, Tony Harrison got hurt. Jermall Charlo got hurt. He got hurt tough. Karate body. He got hurt tough. Brandon Sloop. He said, you seen that video, Beauty Shop Conversation, like a long time ago. They told us a new one out. So basically, when a fight boiled down to is whoever open up and score or take advantage of whoever open up. So Charlo coming out trying to open up and don't respect Tony Harrison, and he overwhelmed Tony Harrison this time and don't show no respect for his power. Tony Harrison gotta make him respect his power and knock him out. If not, Charlo gotta bust that tree down. So it's gonna be a competitive fight as long as it lasts. He said, "What fight was you watching?" Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here with that. What fight was you watching? Like, nigga, you didn't see Charlo get stumbled a couple times? Hurt. Come on, stop playing with me. Niggas act like this was some Pernell Whitaker and Chavez shit. You know what I'm saying? I scored the fight 114. It just happened today. He showed up to the Toyota Center even though his credentials is revoked. The Toyota Center? Oh, you mean American Citizen Bank, whatever they fighting at. He said Harrison has to make Charlo. He already respect him. Watch the fight again. The respect is there. That's why they was only throwing one or two punches at a time. They respected each other punching power. Tony Harrison don't have to make him respect shit. He respect him. If he didn't respect him, why didn't he do the Marcos Madonna, walk through his shots? Why did he do the Chavez, walk through his shots and walk him down? Why didn't he do the Jerry Hurd? Why didn't he do the Jerry Hurd? Why didn't he do the Willie Nelson? Tell me that. If Charlo, if Tony Harrison don't have Charlo respect, if he don't have his respect, why did he do the Jerry Hurd? Put the earmuffs on, walk him down, and then stop him. Tell me that. Y'all living in your own fantasy world, bro. He respected that dude, man. They respected each other. That's why dudes was doing 1 or 2 shots at a time. Watch that fight. That fight has some great defense in it. It may not have been Floyd. It may not have been a Pernell moving his head, even though Charlo was getting low. They respected each other so fucking much, dog. And that's one of the things. When I went back and watched that fight, it was a ton of respect on. Both guys came up after Charlo got maneuvered a couple times in the first round and Harrison landed a couple little shots. Charlo respected him. I don't know if it was a punch on the glove. I don't know if it was just a jab. He felt Charlo wasn't willing to run down on that man. They respected each other. That's why it was an exciting. I said this the other day. It was an exciting fight for the amount of punches that was thrown. You know what I'm saying? It was real exciting. If you go back and look at it, how many fights you watch that's down there in the lower weight classes where they threw as few punches as they did, but it was exciting because they was exchanging some leather. Even the shots that didn't land they landed on the shoulder, they landed on the glove, they landed on the forearm. They was throwing some tremendous heat. They was throwing some heat from the beginning. They was throwing some heat. So Charlo, he respected him. Charlo could say whatever he want to. Because then why didn't he do the Charlo? Why didn't he do the Jerry Hurd then? That man was throwing some fucking bombs, and so was Charlo. So at the end of the day, body shots, 3 or 4 or 5. Oh, they put Sayoko Duyumbo in. The rookie got in for the Pistons. We ain't getting blew out by the Celtics yet, though. But back on code. Either whoever whoever do better combination punching, better body work. If it's going to be a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 round type of fight, whoever do the smaller things of combination punches, a lot of times, most of them dudes a lot of times they only do 1 or 2 shots. And sometimes in boxing, when you go back and watch the film, or we watching the replay, I'm going to be honest. Have y'all ever watched the replay and the guy land 2 shots and then he step to the side or he take a half step back and he admire his work and you say, damn, he could have threw like 2 or 3 more shots and possibly got him out of there. Yes, what the video is, share it in the chat and I approve it, or one of the mountains approve it. Y'all ever seen that shit where the shit be in slow motion? It be in slow motion and you be like, man, he could have landed another shot. He could have landed another 2 shots. So whoever take the initiative and get the 3, 4, 5, 6 in the combination, I think they're gonna have success in the long haul. But the first couple rounds, it's gonna be tough though, man. It's gonna be real, real tough, man. But it wouldn't surprise me if Jermall Charlo won. Jermall Charlo, at the end of the day, he has superior conditioning. That's what people not talking about. Charlo wasn't tired in that fight. The last 3, 4 rounds, Tony Harrison was tired. And Charlo let him off the hook. And Charlo gonna go back and look at that film again. And he gonna say, you know what? Had I been a little bit more patient and set my shots up the right way, hey, I could win this fight. This fight wasn't Charlo got blew the fuck out. Man, Charlo had a lot of opportunities to win this fight, man. And in particular, I'll put up my scorecard in a minute. Give me a minute. In particular, hold on, I'm going through all my scorecards. In particular, he had the 10th, the 11th, the 12th round I gave to Charlo. And he had those rounds. That could have went his way. They went his way, but he didn't capitalize off Harrison. So Charlo needs to set a high pace. He need to use a more piston-like jab, not the power jab, not the triple G power jab. He need to use the piston-like jab. Come, be patient, walk him down the proper way, slip shot. So it won't surprise me. This is a tough fight. I'm predicting a stoppage. I take Tony in 11, but it won't surprise me if Mel stopped him in round 1, round 12. You know what I'm saying? Remember Tony Harrison? He been off for almost a whole year. He been off for almost a whole year. So at the end of the day, he can use and I'm not saying that he will use an excuse. I'm not saying that he will use an excuse, but Tony Harrison can come out and say, well, I was off a whole year and we should do it again. And we should do it again. I was off a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared. Like Andy Ruiz. I'm in the best shape of my life. People say I'm fat for this AJ Rewind. I've trained hard, and then after the fight, here come the excuses. So at the end of the day, you can go either way. Like I said, win, lose, or draw. I'll be back on tomorrow to talk about the fight. But shout out to both of them. Man. It is what it is, man. I want to see a good fight. Like I said before, people will come. I told you Tony Harrison was going to lose or get knocked out, or I told you. I mean, okay, it is boxing. Will Tony Harrison be man enough to give him a rematch? I mean, Jermall be man enough to give him a rematch because he didn't give one to Violence Monterosian. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But let's talk a little bit about Errol Spence. Errol Spence, made an appearance on Snapchat, showed his face laughing. He was with a girl in the elevator. He had his little man down chain on. Derrick James said he's back in the gym, so that's good news. And he's supposed to have an exclusive Fox interview that airs tomorrow for the Tony Harrison and Jermall Charlo 2 fight. So maybe it'll be before the fight. I think the fight come on at I'm gonna pull my cable up. I think the fight come on at 7 o'clock tomorrow, so it's an early start on a Saturday. No college football, so maybe that plays into it. So you don't have to wait all late, or maybe it may be 7 o'clock Eastern. 7 o'clock. It comes on at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Excuse me, come on at 8 o'clock tomorrow. So it's 8 to 10 o'clock. I might roll over a little bit. So it shouldn't be a long fight at all, or a long card at all. They gonna do 2 hours and then 8 to 10. So it is what it is. Rigondeaux not on the card no more because Rigondeaux no longer on the card because his opponent had visa issues, so they pushed it back to like January. Heard they have some issues with Venezuela, whatever was going on. But at the end of the day, that is what it is. But Errol Spence is supposed to give an exclusive interview with Fox. I don't know if the interview is going to be live. I expect it to be live, or it's going to be tape delayed with him sitting down talking to somebody. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. He come back. Why not make the Terence Crawford fight happen next? I'm not trying to hear, I gotta, oh no, I need a tune up or nothing. No, fuck a tune up. Come back and fight. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Manny Pacquiao, you're not getting Manny Pacquiao. They talking about Pacquiao tuning up versus Amir Khan or Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, and then fighting Floyd Mayweather in September. Pacquiao gone, bro. One thing we know for sure: if Pacquiao not go from eating steak at Benihana's, steak at J. Alexander's, steak at Roof Chris, to going to eat steak at Golden Corral, and nigga use a Golden Corral, dude. Use a Golden Corral, dude. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, before you outgrow the weight division, Danny Garcia, he can fight Austin Trout if you don't get Pacquiao next. Y'all can pay Qdoba to step aside. Crawford and Errol Spence in 2020 next. Make it happen next. Fucking mandatory. Mandatory with Top Rank. We can have him fight Lippiets on the water undercard for the intern belt. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Oh, Marinade. Since he good, since there no broken bones, Since he 100%, since he don't have to drop his WBC IBF belt, make this shit happen next. Pacquiao gone. Keith Thurman, you get nothing from fighting Keith Thurman. Sean Porter rematch for what? Make the Bud fight happen next. Fuck a tune-up. Your whole career been 1 year tune-up, fighting 1 or twice a year. Fuck it. Jump right into a Terence Crawford fight next. Ain't nothing but space and opportunity. Why you trying to hear that? Make that shit happen next. You good. You just fought in September. Come back. You didn't suffer no broken bones. You that guy. You going to do an interview tomorrow, and talk about what you want to do. And that's cool. But I'm tired of waiting. 2020 is abysmal. It's trash. In 2020, it's supposed to be Wilder and Fury. I mean, Wilder and Joshua. We getting Wilder and Fury. Come on. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Now you're going to get Errol Spence in the tune-up. Probably the only fight he fight this year. No Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. No Sean Porter Pacquiao. No Terence Pacquiao. Nigga, you getting Pacquiao and Mayweather too. You getting Mayweather and Conor McGregor. You getting Leo Santa Cruz and Gervonta Tank Davis. Not Gary Russell and Gervonta Tank Davis or Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz. You getting a fight nobody asked for. Nobody asked for that fight. You getting J-Rock and Rosario. Danny Garcia versus Ivan Reddish. Jared Hurd in like 3 tune-ups next year. Come on. You getting Jose Ramirez and Victor Postal. You getting Josh Taylor in a mandatory. You getting Lopez and Lomachenko on pay-per-view. Okay, Then they talk about Crawford and Jose Ramirez next. Okay, Come on, man. Fuck all that shit, man. All that's making us wait. If you want $75 or $100 from us, put Crawford in there with Errol Spence. I didn't see the Josh Kelly fight. You can get Charlo and Eubanks. If Charlo ducked the Demetrius Andrade offer, Al Haymon say don't take it. I heard it's more money than what he getting, but maybe Eddie Hearn don't know exactly what he getting. But that's the word. It's a good fight. It's a good offer. So why not? Why we got to sit through 2020 that was built up to be one of the greatest physical years in boxing history? Instead of Joshua and Wilder and Crawford and Errol Spence and Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz and Pacquiao or Errol Spence and some of these bigger fights that we deserve, we got to settle for all second and third fights again. Why not? Why not? I want to see Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev. Who care about Anthony Joshua versus Usyk? What does Usyk do for Anthony Joshua's career or Pulev? What it do? He beat a cruiserweight. That's a no-win fight for Anthony Joshua. Nobody in the history of boxing ever gave a hell about cruiserweight in America. What does that do for Anthony Joshua to fight Alexander Usyk or Pulev? Even if he dropped his belt, the 2 belts, or they made a step aside agreement with Usyk, he fought Wilder next. That'd be the most meaningful fight that he could fight. Easily. Most meaningful. Why they don't stack pay-per-view cards? These networks all got these dough and not spending because they keep pocketing the money. Yeah, he dropping one of the belts. He probably gonna fight Pulev, and then Usyk and Joseph Parker gonna fight for the WBO, and then he gonna fight the winner later this year. Who haven't fought top 20 guy, him or Usyk? All of a sudden they mandatories. Ain't that crazy? No, I like Caleb Plant. All I'm saying is all this 2020 shit was built up. Yeah, we gonna 2020 gonna be a great year for boxing. All these big, and that, guess what? Niggas want to get drunk and crash cars. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to lose the overweight heavyweights. Then all of a sudden they got 2 mandatories. Motherfuckers want to struggle with motherfuckers that was 400 pounds and go 12 rounds with a fat Tyson Fury. And now we gotta, if you would have handled your business in December last year, now we gotta sit down and watch 2 clumsy motherfuckers fight again in a boring ass fight. Hopefully they produce around like the 12. If it wasn't for the 12th round in Fury and Wilder, that fight was trash. Trash. So instead of Joshua and Wilder or Fury and Joshua, you know what I'm saying? We got to settle for Wilder and Fury, Joshua and Puel, Joshua and Usyk. Then, we got to settle for Errol, Spence, and Qdoba. Errol, Spence, and Paul. If we lucky, Danny Garcia, Chris Eubanks, Jermall, Charlo, Gary Russell fighting some King Tug in Allenstown, Pennsylvania. Adrian Broner moving down to 40. Like, come on, man. Come on, 2020 was supposed to be this. He said, where they found Joseph. Man, that nigga took 2 L's back to back. And ain't probably beat nobody. They sat there and said that. They sat there and sold 2020 to us as a great year in boxing. But it is what it is. Qdoba, the dude who just beat Luis Collazo for the IBF mandatory. He said, I'm not sold on Jacobs looking great tonight because he has been pretty disappointing his last 2 fights. I mean, he fighting Chavez. You got another choice but to look great. I care less about a beauty shop conversation. Who cares? Niggas just want drama. Like, we want boxing, bro. We want, like, real entertainment. Okay, keep beefing with Kenny Porter. Who gonna swing? All this talk, fighting at the Pacquiao Broner fight and all this talk, nigga, who gonna swing? Just sound like a bunch of motherfucking pussycats, man. We here for boxing and sports talking. We ain't here to talk about, 2 guys. Come on, I ain't talking about that shit, man. My bad. Hold on, I'm gonna get to your super chat, bro. I apologize. He says, box, fight or die boxing. Great content, great show. Salute. Making your own lane with the YouTube. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the love. But yeah, man, I might care about that. Them marks, man. For real. You got a YouTuber that got a whole bunch of money. You got a self-made trainer in Kenny Porter. They got a whole bunch of money doing nigga shit. Like, I ain't trying to hear about that, bro. Yeah, he beat Alexander Flores, who was 17-1, and Alex Lipier, who was 32-7. I think that Lipier guy had fought Vladimir Klitschko. Yep, he fought him back in 2014, the ice cream truck driver. Collazo just fought for the IBF mandatory. He lost to I can't pronounce that dude's name. But at the end of the day, man, in 2020, we wanted a big year for 2020. And we not getting it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it ain't all on Errol Spence and the accident that he had. Okay, you take that out, we still should be getting Gary Russell, Santa Cruz. We still should be getting AJ and Wilder. We should, all the fights that they promised us, we should be getting Benavidez and Plant and all these other fights, you know what I'm saying? Canelo, Jermall, Charlo is another fight we should be getting. Shit, at least Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo, they not gonna fight. They're gonna give us Jermall and Chris Eubanks probably on Showtime. Like, dude, keep making y'all voice be heard, bro. Stop watching these streams, bro. Stop watching these fights and just start doing something else. Because that's the way the impact gonna be felt. Stop watching them. If they're not gonna deliver the fights that we want to see, I don't care if the boxing on that night. If it's not a fight I'm interested, I'm not fighting Danny Jacobs and Chavez Jr. I'm gonna power up this fucking Xbox and I'll play Call of Duty. He said the Endo Boys fighting tomorrow too. All right, I didn't know that. He said Josh Kelly. I don't know. I ain't seen Josh Kelly fight in so long. I ain't never seen Josh Kelly fight, to be honest. I hear things. He said if Harrison stamina order, I give it to him. UD jab. We have to see. He said the fight ain't that bad. Which one? Quan. You heard of Raheem Gonzalez, light heavyweight U.S. amateur? No, it's a lot of good U.S. amateurs. You got the Khalil Cole. You got a lot of good amateurs out there, man. I be seeing them. Ernest Salute. I ain't going through that shit again, man. I ain't going through no fucking shitty ass year of boxing. I'm not doing it no more, bro. Like the whole situation with Errol Spence, yeah, you should come back and fight Terence Crawford. Fuck a tune-up. Entire career been tune-ups. Campos, Lamont Peterson, Mikey Garcia was that's it. Sean Porter was his first real fight since Kell Brook. Real talk. Eubanks and Charlo. It's a straight fight. Don't get me wrong. It's a fight that piqued my interest. But it's still a second, third rate fight compared to Charlo Andrade or Charlo Triple G or Charlo Canelo, in my opinion. But hey, we had no choice but to take it. Abigail Hollis, salute, appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Would be better, but my neck hurt like a mother. I get a fucking massage tomorrow. What's popping on the jersey? Nothing. Rigondeaux opponent had to pull out due to political issues with Venezuela and visa issues, and Effie and Java on the thing. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go see Star Wars tomorrow night or no? If not, I'm probably gonna catch up on 21 Bridges. I'm probably gonna see 21 Bridges because ain't nobody gonna be in that theater. In Queen of Sim, I still ain't seen those movies yet, so I'm gonna go catch up on those movies tomorrow. They having a girls' night or some shit. My girl having, I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna be around. Other than that, I might catch up on a few movies tomorrow. Probably go to the gym, catch up on some movies, and then later on I'll do some last minute shopping or some shit. But other than that, it is what it is. Who is the best Eubanks beat? Who the fuck? What? Javier Uterman? Shit, I don't know his resume off top. Javier Uterman? My people told me Queen and Slim was cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. All right, yeah, I heard 21 Bridges was good. Somebody just told me that today. I think my girl was watching it off her iPhone. They got this app on iPhone where you can watch the little bootleg movies on there. She'd rather use that than a Fire Stick. $50 wasted. Planet Benavidez not fighting next year. I heard they're supposed to fight next year, but then shit changed. You know what I'm saying? Gilberto Ramirez is supposed to be fighting for a vacant the WBO belt that Canelo dropped. You know, yeah, Keyshawn Davis is another guy. Yep, it's another dude too. Is he the one from Jersey? I get niggas' names mixed up. He said you be pissing. I don't care, man. Them niggas piss. I don't care, man. I don't listen to people though, bro. Only time I know what the other people say. Only channels I listen to, bro, is the interview channels. That's it. You got an interview. I listen to interview channels. I listen to town channel. I might listen to Boxing Ego every now and again. It's only so much you can take of him after a while. You know, because, you know, the way he run his chat, and he, you know, straight. But I listen to him for a second. But other than that, I don't listen to nobody else, bro. I don't. You know, I don't listen. So when y'all say, "Oh, this happened at Beauty Shop Conference," I don't know. I don't know unless Wood post about it or y'all tell me, y'all send it to me. I don't care. I'm my own man on here, bro. I don't worry about what none of them dudes do. But they quote what I say. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't Manny Pacquiao have the WBO? You mean WBA mandatory? No. Every 18 months, the Super WBA has a mandatory. 18 months. So if he won it in if Keith Thurman was considered, him and Keith Thurman was a mandatory, he don't have the mandatory until 2022. Adia Golden should be it's some other motherfucker. Uslamov. I don't know the dude's name. Don't get me lying. Salvador Uslamov or whatever it is. But I'll have to make a salute. Yeah, Mayweather come out of retirement. He fighting like Conor McGregor. If McGregor win in January, and then he gonna fight Manny Pacquiao in September. But they say he may fight Pacquiao in May. I don't believe that shit. But I heard Pacquiao, if Mayweather do get him in September, Pacquiao might be fighting. Amir Khan is the new front runner, so I don't know. It has to be a great fight for Crawford. I'm all for that fight. Lipinus just lacked footwork. That's why he lost to Manny Pacquiao. I mean, at the end of the day, with Dwayne Wade, man, it's just you. I mean, what can you do? You damn if you do, damn if you don't. Would you rather the LGBT community asking for the state to take your kid, or you rather the brothers frowning on you? I mean, he got to be politically correct. That's his problem. I try to keep that video as clean as possible. I'm not speaking down on nobody who raised their kids, bro. I don't have no biological, so I ain't telling nobody how or how not to raise their kid, man. Shout out to him. He probably had more money than I ever have, so I ain't speaking down on him. It's the shit they put in the food, bro. Them Happy Meals and shit. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, nobody trying to sit through a year of tune-ups, man. Wilder beat Fury. They talking about a trilogy. I mean, let's talk about 2020. They talking about a trilogy. You talking about J-Rock in the tune-up. You talking about Danny Garcia, Jared Hurd doing a tune-up. You talking about Gillian Russell in September, those January fights. You talking about JoJo? JoJo JoJo Diaz and Tevin Farmer is the most interesting fight in January. Easy. JoJo Diaz and Tevin Farmer is the most interesting fight in January. And I ain't saying that to be bad. But other than that, who else you looking forward to? J-Rock versus Rosario. Hurd versus some guy J-Rock fought when he was 6-0 and had a draw with. And he fought everybody and lost to everybody else. J-Rock and Rosario, whoever on that card in Philly. And then he fight Ivan Reddick. You talking about Gary Russell versus King Tug in Allentown, Pennsylvania on Showtime. Then you talking about Jose Ramirez before that fighting Victor Postal in China. You talking about Fury and Wilder February 22nd. The 29th, you talking about Mikey Garcia taking on Jesse Vargas in a fight nobody asked for. You look at March, it's probably going to be Mick Conlon fighting that in March or sometime. I don't know what else lined up for March at all. But usually they have some type of fights for St. Patrick's Day weekend. Oh, Triple G fighting March 28th versus Camille Zamata. I just got that the other day. Even before everybody reported, I just don't care. If he fighting in Chicago, I might think about it. But yeah, Triple G coming back and man, that shit's so far out the list, man. Triple G coming back. I think March 28th. They say. I don't know, man. It's been crazy. Let me look this shit up, man. I apologize. I want to get this right for y'all. He coming back versus Camille Zamata. Yeah, March 28th. So you know what I'm saying. He come back March 28th. You look at maybe Errol Spence tune up in March or April versus the IBF mandatory. I mean, who else you got is fighting? April, Manny Pacquiao. April, May, June, Pacquiao could return versus Khan, Garcia, Mikey Danny, Lomachenko, and Teofimo Lopez. And you probably looking at June and July, Crawford versus Jose Ramirez. You probably looking at Sean Porter coming back, and he gained a little bit of weight. Probably April, May, June, July. And Charlo versus Chris Eubanks, and Demetrius Andrade versus some random WBO. You got David Benavidez come back versus Avi Uterman. Alvin Uterman in February. So you got a lot of fights nobody asked for. A lot of fights nobody gave a fuck about. Yeah, I got Diaz too, bro. For sure, for sure. Mick Conlon, he gotta just he gotta train with the brothers. He got some talent there. He got some talent there. I was surprised as well that he was how well he was moving and holding his ground. I was very surprised. I think Mick Conlon got some talent there, bro. He got talent. It's just that, sometimes people blossom faster than others, man. Then you got the Ribizio kid from that beat up Shakir Stevenson. I think he gonna be all right. He training with Ishmael Salas, so I mean it is what it is. He said Ramirez shouldn't get an easy belt. I'm gonna tell you the dude he fighting, bro. While we talking, while I'm looking at that, man, I'm gonna tell you this. Why I just texted to me. He said, Ryan Garcia fighting Linares next. If not, he'd be fighting that Gusta guy. I've been saying that for a while. They said they building Ramirez up for like Baturbia and Kovalev. He gonna get killed by Baturbia. Ramirez versus Salah Mov. I don't know how to say this. Movad. So I don't know who the fuck that guy is. So excuse my ignorance on that one. Mikey and Mikey and Jesse Vargas having a draw with Broner like that was like 2 years ago. I went to that fight. That was like 2018, bro. Like was that 18 or 17? That was a minute ago. That was a nice little card though, for sure. Brooklyn was lit that night though, for sure. Yeah, that was like 18, I believe, man. That shit was hella lit, bro. Oh, I still remember old girl fucked up my order at right there by the Barclays Center at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, that was 2018, last year. I'm not interested in nothing you talking about. You right, all these guys fighting after about ages there. So basically, Sean Porter should move to 154. Besides Bud, he fought everybody pretty much. He ain't obligated to fight Bud. I mean, come on, he fought everybody on his side of the street. But at 54, he get killed. Charlo. I mean, long rangey guys. Tony Harrison be long rangey. I mean, That's why Keith Thurman never wanted to move up. He said Mayweather fighting a UFC guy would do less than $1 million. Have a feeling his pay-per-views won't do well. People are done with that guy. They say that every time. I'm done with Mayweather. I'm done with Mayweather. Then that motherfucker gonna crack. Him and McGregor gonna probably break their record last time. Broner got a fight now. Yeah, he said he was coming back before that civil lawsuit. He said it on ES News. Yeah, somebody sent it to me. He said he coming back. He said he targeted Jose Ramirez. But Ramirez moving up to fight Crawford. I mean, at the end of the day, why not Broner and Terence Crawford then? You know, that's a pointless fight, but it's entertaining. Why not serve Adrian Broner to Terence Crawford? See if Crawford can be the first man to stop Adrian Broner. Crawford probably would stop Adrian Broner. He would. He probably stop Adrian Broner. He'd be the first man to beat. But PBC can't have that though, because if Crawford go out there and be the first man to stop Adrian Broner, they can't have that. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They can put that shit on pay-per-view too, if they wanted to. Broner or Regis. Yeah, I mean, who cares? I don't think Broner taking that risk without a belt. Broner smart. If he fought before court, he would have kicked out some of that money. Al Haymon still holding his Pacquiao check. He said that on the live. He said that. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, 2020 was supposed to be this great year for us. He said, January 1st, I said that Crawford would be the first to stop Broner too. That shit'd be fun, hella funny. Them niggas had no other choice. He said Mayweather come show his face, fight. People always ask him, "Are you coming back?" I agree. It's a video of Broner tapping out of a workout with Bud. He may not last in the ring. It's a video. Oh damn! What they was up in Colorado? It must have been up in Colorado Springs. Broner is too big of a star for PBC to feed him to Crawford. I mean, shit, people fed up with him. Let your hands go. Shit, they might as well feed him to Errol Spence. Shit. Errol Spence already knocked him out in the gym cold, Barry Hunter said. And Freddie Roach said he knocked him out cold. But like I said before, man, 2020 is about to be another pathetic year. And at the end of the day, keep making y'all voices being heard. Stop going to the fights. Stop watching the fights, start streaming them, and do your boycott. Just how the top ranked numbers falling. And then truth be told, Adrian Broner, I mean, Fox number's not that good. 2.4 on Fox. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give you. See what the football game's doing. Just to give y'all a good estimation. Okay. Hold on, man. This shit got stuck on my screen. Let's talk about the Let's see what the NFL ratings was. Hold on. All right, this was this September. They said that NFL single header window featuring the Broncos and Dolphins, or the Broncos and Packers, or the Dolphins and Cowboys, in most markets averaged a 10.8 rating and an 18.66 million viewers on Fox. So, making it the highest rated, most watched Week 3 single header since 2016 Washington Giants, 11.1 million. So, NFL on Fox is generating almost 20 million people watching it. That's a high. No, Broner never got stopped. He got stopped in like sparring by Adrian Broner. Ronaldo Salute. So they averaging about, let's just say they averaging about, on a week-to-week basis, NFL on Fox averaging like 10 million people tuning in for a football game. 8 million people. The highest PBC ever did was 2.4, right? I think it was Charlo and Harrison. That card with Cora Bob and Charlo too. To give you an idea, like I was looking at when HBO, I think they got sold to AT&T or whatever, whoever Time Warner sold them to somebody. AT&T or whatever, whoever it went down, whoever bought HBO or whatever. And HBO After Dark back in like the early 2000s and stuff, they averaged between 5 to 10 million viewers on Boxing After Dark. You know what I'm saying? On HBO, they averaged between 5 to 10 million viewerships. That's 5 to 10 million people every Saturday they expected to tune in to HBO After Dark Boxing. 5 to 10 million people. Yet we got ESPN barely touching a million. We got PBC on Fox barely touching a million. We got Showtime. The only million viewership they did was a Deontay Wilder fight. I think it was Ortiz or it's Bermain Stavern. All the other fights was in 100,000, 600,000, 200,000, 800, 900. I think Mikey was Mikey and Broner was the next higher at 904,000. So think about that for a minute. HBO, the reason they got out of boxing, they went from 5 to 10 million people viewing a Roy Jones fight, an Oscar De La Hoya fight, to doing 1 million, a couple 900,000, 2 million. You know how big of a difference that is? Do you know how big of a difference that is? You talking about 5 to 10 million people to 1? Come on, it's not adding up. You're not adding up. So, like I said before, it's over 330 million people in America, right? And people I was talking about, I posted this on social media, right? And people was arguing, right? I said, what star PBC created, right? Floyd Mayweather was created by Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy in Top Rank, right? I had to school people on that. But what superstar has PBC created? If people say, well, Broner not a superstar. And I was like, well, you got to do this amount of pay-per-views for me to consider you a superstar. And one of my boys was like, oh, no, you can't say that. And it's based on popularity. What better scale for popularity is there for pay-per-view or viewership? How are you an A-list celebrity? If you're a superstar, you LeBron, whoever else out there, Oprah, Denzel, to be an A-list celebrity, what better way than popularity? If the NBA was watched like the NHL, will LeBron be as popular as he is? No. No, LeBron wouldn't be as popular as he is. He wouldn't. Viewership. If it's 330 plus million people in this country, and you only can get 300,000 people to buy your pay-per-view, how are you a fucking superstar? How? How are you a superstar? How are you a superstar? If you fight on regular Fox and only 2.4, 1.5, 3 million people watch you out of 330 million people on a free network television, piracy ain't got nothing to do with Fox. Not in the United States. If I can stream, let me school you. If I can stream, if I got the internet to stream something, I got channel 2 to stream it on my TV. It's free. Or Fox, whatever, Fox 4, Fox 5 in your city, whatever it is. It's free 99. One of the reasons in pirating is a huge problem in boxing. But what does pirating got to do with selling tickets? Why is Al Haymon giving away 6,000-7,000? He gave away like 8,000 tickets or something for the Errol Spence fight. Or comped them and gave some away. Why is Top Rank having problems selling tickets? Why Canelo not selling out? That ain't got shit to do with piracy. At the end of the day, you can say, okay, piracy gonna take our viewership down a little bit, or people gonna find a way to stream it on IG, and the pay-per-view not gonna be that good, right? See, but what that got to do with me going to the fight? See, the problem is they not giving no marquee fights. People going these fights, and the first fight you see when you turn on the Crawford card, right? What's the first fight you seen? Mick Collin and old boy. You think I'm about to waste my Saturday night and watch that bullshit? So if you got a fight that's gonna be on Channel 2 or Fox or ESPN, you got to have a 3 or 4 fight card that's engaging. See, when you do a pay-per-view, if you got a dope main event and they pay the $75, I don't care if you like the opening fight, the middle fights, the co-main event. As long as you like the main event, I got you $75. But when somebody turn on channel 2 tomorrow and they see FN Jobway fighting, or they see some bums fighting, or some no-name, I might want to see that. I turn the TV on, I turn the PlayStation on, or me and my lady go get a bite to eat. I'll see who want to fight later. Or you say, man, ain't nothing on, and you just rock back into your chair and you fall asleep before you know it. You see Tony Harrison or you see Jermall Charlo saying they the victor. I mean, it is what it is. So, at the end of the day, they got to give us better fights. Okay, if you don't want to spend money on a 3-fight telecast, just get 2. Take that 3-fight TV money and make it 2. Give us 2 dog-ass fights. That's it. Give us 2 dog-ass fights. So the PBC going to do it on Fox. Hey, you do the undercard on YouTube, or do it on FS1 and give us a co-main event and a main event. Instead of giving us some bullshit like FN Jobway and then a great fight in Tony and Charlo tomorrow, hey man, come out there with a Sean Porter and a Yugis. It's quality over quantity. We want the quality of fights. I can give a hell less if it's 4 fights on the card, right? If it's 4 fights on the card, I can give a hell less if they all trash and the main event solid. Just give me 2 fights. Give me the good main event and give me a solid undercard fight. And that's it. I don't care about if it go hour or 2. You saving TV money. All right, ESPN, we only want to pay from 9 to 11. Instead of you paying from 7 or 6 to 11 or 8 to 12, just give us 2 solid fights. Soon as the telecast come on, we got this amazing fight tonight, Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. You know what I'm saying? We got, Lomachenko, taking on his mandatory and Teofimo Lopez. And then in the main event, we got Tyson Fury taking on Deontay Wilder. That's it. Just give us 2. If you're going to be on Fox and Showtime, they can give us 4-fight card. It is what it is. But if it's going on Fox or ESPN, give us 2 good fights. You can do a little teleprompter. You can do a little 24/7 in between. This is the build-up between Comey and Teofimo Lopez. You can show a little 15-minute in-camp clip. You can show the Tony Harrison Charlo face-to-face. Go into the first fight. I might give a fuck about the opening TV card. And it's always 2 small fighters that can't hurt nobody. I do not want to turn on a Deontay Wilder fight and see small midgets fighting. I don't want to see it. I do not want to turn on a heavyweight fight on FS1 or Fox and see midgets fighting. Load that motherfucker up with heavyweights. I don't want to sit through a 3 or 4 fight card of bullshit. I'd rather you tell me the card start at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and it end at midnight with 2 good fights. Then tell me it start at 8 and it end at 1 with several bullshit fights. I don't want to see it no more. I don't want to see it. And that hurt Bud viewership. That hurt Bud and Teofimo Lopez. More people turned off from Mick Conlon fight than anything else. I mean, you got dudes with Harvard degrees, bro. I mean, like, you got dudes with Harvard degrees. And they don't know basic nothing about boxing. Basic nothing. I'm a dude that college dropout, bro. True story. You know what I'm saying? I'm a college dropout, and I know more about how to make boxing great again than Al Haymon, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn. They don't know shit. I can go in there and just tell me what I need to know. Come on, man. It's basic shit. You spending all this money on a third or fourth televised fight. You can just push them off TV, cut their pay in half, take that money and put it into the co-main event. Come on. That's all you got to do. Quality over quantity. Top Rank, PBC, DAZN. Don't nobody care about them bullshit ass cards y'all putting up there. You know what I'm saying? If you make good fights, people will come to the fights. And I had to tell somebody the other day, I was talking to somebody on the phone, we chopping it up, and I'm telling them, and they were like, oh man, you need to start coming to, for what? Why do I need to come to the fights for? I'm going to a fight. If I want to go to a fight, I want it to be memorable. Now, I go to a fight if I want to get away from the family and take a vacation. You know what I'm saying? I go to a fight, I just want to get away. I got some money put up. I'll just go out to this fight. It's in New York, I'm going to enjoy it. Or it's in Miami, I enjoy it. It's in Texas, I enjoy it. It's in LA, I enjoy it. Or I shoot down in Ohio, they got a fight there. I'm just going to get away for the weekend. That's it. If I go to a fight, it's just for me an excuse to get out the house. To get away from the girls for a minute. That's it. That's just my excuse. But for me to go there, finance my money, get on my hands and knees, and beg PBC, Magna Media, DAZN, and Top Rank, and Evan Korn for credentials and shit like that, I'm not doing it. Then you get there, then the fuck you get there, and then they want to ask you, oh, why did you post this video? Why don't put more videos of Lomachenko up? And oh, you can't shoot videos of your car? I done got time for it, bro. If I'm going to a fight, it's for my personal enjoyment. If I just fuck around and stumble into an interview, I fuck around and stumble into an interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not acting like I'm there on business for them. Man, forget them. You know what I'm saying? They need to take a hint. You spend all this money into a 3 and 4 fight televised card when you could just do 2 and get better ratings, get better results, and better quality of fights. Come on, Al Haymon. I don't need no college degree to know that. Do Al Haymon just sit there? I'm gonna ask him. Do Al Haymon, Bob Arum say, okay, I'm gonna stay at the crib tonight? Eddie Hearn, I'm gonna stay at the crib tonight. I'm gonna watch the telecast. I'm gonna get on my sofa, leather, suede, whatever sofa you got. I'm gonna crack me open a cold one, whatever, scotch, Coronas, Miller Time, whatever you drink. Or if you just drink water like me, I'm gonna crack me open a cold water. Right now, I'm watching. Now, I'm assessing as a fan. If I doze off during this fight card, I know it's bullshit. If I'm on my phone and I'm not engaged into this televised card, I know it's bullshit. If I wake up and I miss 2 or 3 rounds, or I miss 2 or 3 fights, and I wake up it's the main event, do they ever sit there and just watch their own product? Just sit. Sometimes you got to take a step back and just watch yourself. Just think about the moves you made. Do they ever think about that? You ever think about that? I don't care about beauty shop conversation, bro. Two wealthy black men looking ignorant. And this big ass nigga got hurt. Andre Drummond. Yeah, pop your shoulder back in place. You know? Seriously. Unblock me. That ain't the way to fucking ask. Akeem Black, you want to be unblocked since you asked that way? Send me Cash App, bro. Send me something on Cash App to get unblocked, bro. Or send me a PayPal. That ain't the way. That ain't the way. Oh, my bad. I'll unblock you, bro. Give me a minute. You don't motherfucking just email me like unblock me, bro. Like, nigga, I took that as like, nigga, like, you better unblock me. I'll unblock you when I get a chance, bro. Send me your username. Forget the Cash App. I thought you was trying to be like, nigga, you better unblock me. I took it the wrong way. Don't you send no shit like that. But, yeah, do they ever sit back and watch their own telecast? Hell yeah, I got that nigga on FanDuel. Man, you better pop. He out there still. You better pop that motherfucker back in place. I got a whole $2 tonight. Hold on. Tristan Thompson can eat a dick. Let me see what Drummond doing. Oh, hell yeah. He got 43 fantasy points. He better pop that shit in place. Oh, my. RJ Barrett's so trash, bro. Oh, my God, man. Somebody just killed this dude, man. He says about emotional intelligence, we have to do better. Every conflict doesn't end in the blow. These two multi-million-dollar niggas fighting. Come on. The Pistons suck. So what? I love my sucky Pistons. I ain't these fair weather fans. No, he put his shoulder back. Whatever. He stretched it out. But we losing by like, shit, what is this? 22 points, 23 points or some shit. But yeah, I wonder, do they just ever sit back and be like, you know what? Just look at their product and see, like, it's just simple changes they can make. Regular season don't count. Kawhi Leonard ain't worried about that. Said Lions trash. Okay, Lions trash too. Everybody can't be the Patriots. Everybody, Tigers suck. I don't know what the Red Wings, so they probably suck too. Okay, one a hand clap. Errol Spence suck. Oh, no, my God. It is what it is. Shit. You wasn't alive in the 90s, nigga? You must have been born like 99 or 2000. But yeah, man, I'm trying to watch all that wax. They need to make some adjustments to their boxing telecasts. You know what? Show the undercards on YouTube and just have 2 fight cards, on like Fox and ESPN. Just do 2 main fights. That's it. He said 79. Well, then you will aware. We had bad times before. I told you the Browns was going to suck. That's common sense. Browns going to be Browns and Lions going to be Lions to prove them otherwise. But yeah, I got some questions. I'll answer some questions real quick, man. I kind of got hungry. I don't know how. This nigga Miles finally laying on his dog bed. I should take a picture. This nigga laying on his dog bed. I bought that dog bed like fucking 4 months ago. He laying on it. See, I should have just went and bought a premium dog bed. Because now he going to be stuck on that dog bed, but he laying on it. So let's give him a hand clap. Who was your GOAT boxer? I don't know. All of them. All of them. Greatest? Sugar Ray. I say Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray. Ali. Leonard. Like the Hagler. He in there. Duran, even though that he quit. I don't know. Duran got to fall out to the second tier. He quit. You got a lot of good fighters. Archie. A lot of good fighters. Do you think Harris is going to? I think Harrison going. I think I'm picking him to win, but I could be wrong. I definitely could see Charlo win. I wouldn't bet on it either way. But I like Harrison tomorrow in 11. I think he can stop him, but I mean Charlo may stop him. I don't know. That's a tough fight. Charlo might be motivated. Maybe he worked on some things, and if I was a betting man, like I said, I wouldn't bet on it. But Charlo, a tremendous fighter, man. I just think he not being utilized right with Derrick Rose. I mean Derrick Rose, Derrick James. I'm watching the game too. Derrick James. Charlo fight. No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. What else we got? Rookie of the year. What is ROI? Is that rookie of the year? Roy, I don't know what y'all mean. Clarify that. The goat is Sam Langford. That's a UK fighter, bro. I thought you talking about Jerry or the nigga on the TV. Hold on. What is ROI? Oh, Roy Jones. I thought he was on the rookie of the year. Oh, that's an old fighter, Sam Langford. He from Massachusetts. Hell yeah, that motherfucker had 313 fights. Shit. Excuse my ignorance. 126 knockouts. He was Canadian. Shit, some of the guys he fought didn't have a good resume though. This nigga was, well, it is what he fought. I don't know. He fought Jack Taylor. That nigga box rec is long. Nigga box rec 4 pages. On God. On God. His box rec 4 pages. I ain't got time to go through all that shit. Roy Jones? Nah, Roy Jones ain't the greatest of all time. To me, we want to put him up there. He up there, you know. Start off at 54. One time was at 60, 68, 75, and in heavyweight. So, I mean, I'm not going to argue. Roy Jones is one of my favorites. I love Roy Jones coming up. He just didn't have a promoter, so he didn't get the proper push. You think Floyd, the marinating, these fights at PBC to keep control? I mean, at the end of the day, man, Floyd just said that these dudes getting overpaid the other day. I don't know, man. He's not that brother from Canada. Yeah, but he said it had Massachusetts on his Wikipedia, so Wikipedia hit or miss. Maybe that's where he died at. They asked who your GOAT was. No, oh yeah, I don't know. Roy Jones, he could be in there. I mean, I definitely got him above Floyd for sure. Is this fight sooner or later tonight? What fight? That fight tomorrow, bro. Tony Harrison tomorrow. Chavez and Danny Jacobs on the zone tonight. For those who care, he started at 35, fought all the way up to heavyweight. God damn. Yeah, that's some ghost shit. I gotta learn about him. Hell yeah, man. Fuck Manny Pacquiao. Danny Jacobs or Chavez the fuck up. Who you got tonight? Danny Jacobs, man. If he loses to him, he needs to retire. Do you make a living from this, or is it supplement income or vehicle to get into telecasting? Eventually, best New England boxer ever. Supplement income, but there's another way. There's another way to get an income. Maybe buy some real estate off of it, or put some money up basically. But best New England boxer. I don't know. That's a good one. Who the fuck from New England? Let me see. Now, if you said, hold on, I gotta see. I know it's a bunch of probably like Irish motherfuckers. I bet you, bunch of them. Now, Massachusetts, they have some fighters. Yeah, Willie Pep, Rocky Marciano, Sandy Sadler, John L. Sullivan. Well, they doing Massachusetts overall. Marvis Hagler, Tony DeMarco, Paul Pender, Vinny Paz. He from Rhode Island. I ain't seen a lot of Willie Pep though. Marciano, I like this over here right, but the one I know most about seems to be Marvin Hagler. So I can't really tell you about Willie Pep. I know it was a saying going around said that he went around without landing a punch. That was a myth, but good defensive fighter. But a lot of them older fighters, man. You really don't know. Marciano, he beat the older Joe Louis, but he was good. Heavyweight beat everything. But Hagler, out of them, Hagler my favorite. Definitely. You think Fernando Vargas could beat David Reed? Fernando Vargas. I like Vargas. Was that before or after getting destroyed by Trinidad? Because I feel that he was rushed a little bit. That's what I think. I feel that he was rushed. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the Philadelphia fighter's pretty tough. But he definitely was rushed. But it is what it is. Well, shit, David Reed also lost to Trinidad. Mm-mm. Fernando, good fighter, just they fucked that kid. I think they rushed Fernando a little bit more. That's something I have to look into. Obviously, that Joshua fight won't happen. Who will Wilder fight after Fury? I heard they got signed up for a trilogy. So maybe Kanauki, if no trilogy. So he said, I remember meeting Floyd living in Grand Rapids. I never seen a person do the most clown shit in my life. That's crazy. He said, Sirigan is the MMA Anthony Joshua. I picked Charlo by KO in 5. Okay, Raleigh. Could happen. You couldn't compete with the prime Roy Jones. Sam Lafer was 5'7". That is what is mind blowing. Damn. Awesome Hagler. I got Harrison for the win. Good stuff, same here. Hagler, Rocky. Yeah, Marciano had that sweet ass overhand right. That bitch was nice. That bitch was nice. Remember that motherfucker was on Knockout Kings? Was it Fight Night? He used to be on them old video games. I don't know what happened, but yeah, man, Marciano was tough. Obviously, he got into the car accident. He was gonna come back, but it is what it is. Vargas rushed and fought Winky at 20. He got beat up by didn't he get beat up by Trinidad too, I believe. Trinidad hit that nigga with the left hook from the motherland. That motherfucker got beat. He got hit with the man, that nigga, man. Trinidad can punch. You could drop Trinidad though for sure. He was always on the canvas. Harrison landed so many clean shots last fight, and Charlo seemed a little emotional. He called himself a KO artist. I just spoke on that, Quincy. I swear to God. Overhand, yeah, Vargas was yeah, okay, I read that. What's salute. Yeah, I'll keep the questions coming. Miles sleep. He had a play date today. And, Bella came down, so I had to walk him. It been too cold to walk outside. It was cold than a motherfucker. I gotta get a treadmill, bro, for him. Do you have me rolling with your text impression? I'm from Houston. Like that niggas be embarrassed at us, man. Nigga told my boy he live in Houston. He told me Houston and Dallas is two totally different niggas. And Fort Worth and Dallas motherfuckers, they claim to be two totally different niggas. Cause I'm in like a Dallas Fort Worth sports group. Them niggas the funniest niggas, man. Who you think for a win? Errol Spence or Felix Trinidad? Probably Felix Trinidad, man. Felix Trinidad too rangy, bro. He was the big ass welterweight. You know, Earl Spencer have his opportunity. He probably can drop Trinidad because Trinidad will have bad balance. They say, well, he was just all or didn't or was just chinny, but it'd be a good fight. You know, Earl Spence had to work. Earl Spence just like a lot of basic boxing things like sliding and slipping and countering, and he's a very very basic fighter. You know what I'm saying? He lacks a lot of like tools to be efficient when you moving up in weight. Earl Spence move up in weight, he gonna get exposed. You know, some of the things you need to do is slip, slide, take a step to the side, set up shot. It's a lot of things he don't do. And Sean Porter exposed that, but I'm a hater for saying that. Sean Porter exposed it. Remember Big Webcast, Tusky, Scott Fields. Do you think, I don't remember who that is. Do you think Jesse Vargas got a shot against Mikey? Yeah, he got a shot. So, guy that started off at 40, I believe, went to 47, been at 54, I think, for a second. Um, you know, yeah, he got a shot. He bigger than Mikey. The way Mikey looked bad, I know that Errol is considered the pinnacle of welterweight, but we'll see. You know, Vargas got to come down to make weight. You got Freddie Rose versus Robert Garcia again. I think got a nice little backstory. How the hell did Rocky Juarez get so many big fights? You know why he got so many big fights. Shit. Same. Y'all be asking the same. Y'all be asking the same shit every time. It's just the fighters change. Like people was asking, how did Chavez get another shot? All right, we know Chavez is we know Chavez is how can I say it? He's a legacy, right? He's a legacy. Some dudes just is popular, bro. You know, them Hispanic dudes or those Hispanic dudes that's in Texas, they just a lot or just Mexico because Texas is Mexico. They stole it, but popularity. If you popular, you win. Who your favorite featherweight, super featherweight of all time? Super featherweight, 130 pounds, right? Probably Floyd. Floyd, definitely. Floyd. I mean, you had a Zuma Nelson. I think fought at did Zuma Nelson fight at 130. You had a Zuma. You had I think this Salvador Sanchez or that was 26. Let me see. I think a Zuma Nelson uh uh fought there too. But them smaller weight classes, they just get confusing. You say super featherweight, you know, Pacquiao, he really wasn't shit. Then you got Eric Morales, Alexis Arguello, the Elastic Man, he was a good one. Uh, who else you got? Zuma Nelson, like I said, I figured. Um, I like probably Floyd. I like the Zuma. I like I like some of the older guys. I really didn't watch like that, but Floyd is probably he was probably considered the greatest. Oscar De La Hoya was a super featherweight at one time. But Floyd, the one I can remember. I wonder would Floyd Errol be able to handle that Trinidad pressure and get away from that left foot? Well, he would have to step away. You know what I'm saying? And maybe smother get inside Trinidad and push him back. I think that's what he had to do. Errol swagless Spence Crawford makes him look basic. SJ Fish 101 salute. Trinidad with KO Errol Spence and 5. It'd be a good fight. I want to see why we ain't never get Shane Mosley in Trinidad or Oscar De La Hoya Trinidad two fight. I thought Oscar won, but Oscar definitely got his rivalries back. Fight of the year, a decade. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a big award video, or I'm just doing them in video. So I really ain't gave it no thought. I really ain't gave it no thought. Just watch James Tony versus Vasily I can't pronounce that. Great fight. Tony was very skilled and had elite defense. That was at cruiserweight, right? Floyd, my favorite, 130, but I also like Prince Nazim. I remember Prince Nazim, he was a fucking gimmick though. He was cool though. He was cool, but you got Brer put his dick in the dirt. I do a video on Fight of the Year and all that. Floyd versus Henry Armstrong. Who you got? Henry Armstrong, good fighter. I mean, it's tough. A lot of people think Cameron Brasilio beat Floyd, so I really can't say. Floyd, good fighter. Henry, another guy that was a good fighter. I'm not sure. I know we had the debate Floyd, Cameron Brasilio, Floyd, Henry Armstrong, and all that shit. We had all those debates a few years ago, but I really can't tell you. That's something I had to watch the film on and see what happened. But people just say Floyd because Floyd was a modern athlete, but Henry Armstrong was a guy that moved up weight classes, that was a good physically strong fighter. But you could talk about Willie Pep and Floyd too. You could talk about a lot of different fights, but Salvador Sanchez and Floyd, they put Taco Fall in. That's how you know the game getting out of hand. But still not to look at. Margarito and Madonna. It's another fight I had to think about. I wouldn't even know. Margarito, I think Madonna was a better puncher. I can't call it, to be honest. Madonna and Margarito, I can't call it. I can't call it. I can't call it. He said he was sleeping on Crawford punching power. He beat who was a mean machine, who was supposed to be a bigger puncher. Yeah, Crawford got a lot of power. Fight of the year, you asked Chad, probably knew you watched Josh Taylor. Nobody really had the year they had those two, in my opinion. That was Javier Lathers. I think Andre Ward deserves fighter of the I think decade he meant. Floyd shouldn't get it because he was Floyd should get it because he was robbed last decade. Pound for pound boxing channel Ruiz might be assigned to the zone because they have him all the zone fighters in the new promo. Maybe that was part of his diet. I know Kovalev is. Boxing MMA, if I agree, these fight cards suck. Just got out of Surgery, 3 hernias. Damn. I was watching the zone fight, but decided to listen to the stream because it's way more entertaining than the bullshit card. I figured. Damn, 3 hernias. Hope you get better, bro. Who's the dirtiest fighter in history? Galata. Galata or Panama Lewis, or the fighter that Panama Lewis, I forget the dude's name, that took the padding out the gloves and basically killed the old boy. If Ray Robinson fought twice a year, he would be unbeaten. Easily. Okay. I'm like, but Harrison gonna get the win. SC salute. I pick Margarito with hand wraps, but Madonna without hand wraps. Y'all fooling. Scott Birmingham, hello room, salute. Harrison and Broken. Don't sleep on Mel though, man. Mel could just be playing the role. He show up and get out there and start boxing. I doubt it. Shane and Sugar Shane and Pryor. Ooh, that's a good fight. That's one I didn't think of. Pryor can box. Pryor can come forward. Shane can come forward. That's a good fight. That's 50-50 in my opinion, but that's at lightweight. Shane was considered one of the greatest lightweights of all time. That would have to be a lightweight. I don't know. Pryor, my favorite fighter. Fighter. Especially in the smaller weight class. He was a dog. That's a 50-50. That go either way. But I think Pryor and Mosley would be the best fighters on either resume. I know Alexio Guerrero was a good fighter. They had a little problem in the first fight with the black bottle. And but I think Shane, he bring a little bit more, a lot more athleticism, speed, and power. I know he fought at 40, Guerrero in Pryor. You don't think Madonna beat Floyd in the first fight? Nah, it was close though. I don't think he did. It was a close fight. Matter if it goes to Harrison got it. I think Charlo needs a KO to beat Tony. It's funny. A lot of shit gonna change tomorrow after the fight. The fight ain't never what we think is gonna be. Especially fights like this, and even fights we don't think like this, or fights that's not competitive. They never end up like we think they is. You never know. Somebody could fall out the ring or get injured or something like that. It's crazy. He said, "Why he playing? That could be a part of this dive. Make too much sense. Probably $5 million guaranteed for 3 fights with AJ in the contract just to make a short AJ contract. That not named Wilder. I'm telling you, bro. Like Kovalev got a deal with his own for losing to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not putting it past him. If Andy Ruiz end up on his own, it just feed more fire to my opinion, bro. But I'm not, man. I can only predict what can happen. But usually fights don't never go the way we predict. Especially the fights that we think the little, the simple fights. I'm gonna tell you this about boxing before I get off. Right? I'm gonna say this about boxing. The fights you say like a J Rock and Rosario fight. You think J Rock gonna dominate, and then Rosario give him a run for his money because why? J Rock is most PBC fighters are inactive. Most of them celebrate after getting a championship belt. They stop listening to their coaches. They lose their discipline. They got so much time in between fights. Look here. If you pass the test and you study hard for a test, you passed it as a child, and you passed it. All right, you get a little break. Were you on your own gonna go to the next chapter and jump ahead and get the jump on the teacher, or was you gonna go enjoy yourself, play your game, go outside, shoot hoop, and worry about the next chapter when y'all started in class the following week or when y'all come back from break? So you got to kind of put yourself in that position. That's how fighters is. You know what I'm saying? Are you really gonna go to the gym and train like you got to fight to stay in shape when you don't have to? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna do that? Come on. So, like I said before, the reason why you get unexpected, well, especially with like tune-ups or easy fights, the reason why you get those unexpected outcomes or you get those tougher than expected fights because dudes ain't active. It's hard to predict fights. Charlo fought once since he losing to Charlo and losing to Harrison. And Harrison ain't fought since. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. If Harrison win, he win. If Charlo win, he win. It ain't the end of the world. It ain't the end of the world. Powerful Pound Boxing Chain said, you see Kell Brook is fighting. I'm not even talking about Kell Brook. Mr. Tune-Up turning down fights. I mean, real people want to see Tony win, but if Charlo wins, so be it. Then we got a great storyline between him and J Rock. It's not a lose for nobody. If Tony Harrison win, you know what I'm saying, and don't be surprised at a majority decision or majority dog or a third fight. Everything is out here. Somebody falling out the ring, getting injured or whatever. Everything is on the table for this fight. You know what I'm saying? But don't be surprised if anything happens. Let me get to these last questions. So I'm gonna go with a draw. Tony wants to counter a little lion all night. Hooker just won first round stoppage. Salute to Maurice Hooker. We need you to cook on those clowns on the other side of the street. I'll go check out Wood Stay Real TV. He got you. He can fight, but like Tony said, he can be doing whole shit as a man. He do, and I can agree with that. That J Rock fight ain't no tune up. Jason Rosario ain't that good, bro. That's a tune up. That's a hometown fight. Rosario, to me, I seen Rosario fight that kid from Cincinnati and barely beat him. Hooker by KO, salute to him. Remember Beehive versus Pavlik and Kelly Coach whispered in his ear, "Get dirty and don't be afraid to hit him in the nuts." Yeah, was that the white trainer? Yeah, he trained Willie Nelson for a minute too. It should be a trilogy if Charlo win, though. But I know he ain't gonna be honorable. Exactly, he a whole nigga, so you can't expect honorable stuff from somebody that's a whole nigga. But don't forget, if Charlo do win, remember Jermall Charlo, his brother knocked out J Rock. So imagine the build up for that fight. So what if J Rock beat the little Charlo or Jermall Charlo, the Cub, and then Big Charlo won it again? So it should be interesting. But he's Emmanuel Stewart told Taylor versus Pink, "You got 4 rounds and literally go out there and win." He really said that though. Yeah, I remember that, man. Corey Spinks won that fight. But hey, I'm about to tap out. Appreciate everybody for checking in. On your way out, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. Want to make a donation? That link in the description, Cash App, PayPal. Or you could do the best way is share the video. Appreciate the love, support, man. And we're going to continue to, we got a couple more videos to drop tonight. But other than that, we gone.